Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are on page 120. That's 120. 120 in your student journal. And our objective today is today I will compare and identify groups of objects that are equal to each other. So we're going to still be looking at groups, and we're going to focus on that are equal. Okay, let's underline that word equal. Okay, so yesterday we should have seen what a group is. So a group is anytime there's more than one object. Anytime there's more than one object, we call this a group. And this one is a group because let's count how many objects there are, friends. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is 4 objects, and 4 is more than 1. So anytime there is more than one object, we call that a group. Now we're going to talk about equal groups. So we're going to circle these. We're going to circle these airplanes together, and we're going to circle those airplanes together. Okay, so now we made 2 groups of airplanes. We have 2 groups of airplanes. Let's count how many are in this group, friends. Let's count how many are in this group. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 airplanes in that group. Let's count how many are in this group. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 airplanes in that group too. And 4 and 4 are the same number. So these are equal groups. They're equal groups. We could also draw a line from each airplane to another airplane in a different group. And look what happens when we do that. This one has a match in this group. This one has a match in this group. This one has a match in this group. And this one has a match in this group. So they all have a match, which means they were equal groups also. Okay, so this is what we're going to be practicing today, boys and girls. These are our steps they want us to do. It says count the group of objects. So remember, we're going to count. And what do we do when we count? We cross them off when we count so we don't miss any. And then we're going to draw or identify a group of objects that is equal to the given group, because today we're working on equal. Equal means the same. Okay, so boys and girls, I'm going to show you some problems on my own really quick. This is what we're doing. Here's my first problem, and I'm going to use my red pen, which means, remember, you just sit and watch. You don't need to do this with me because you don't have this problem. Okay, so my directions say count the objects. Draw a group of objects that shows an equal amount. Okay, so my objects are cars this time, and they want me to count them. So ready? I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted 4 cars. And then they want me to draw a group of objects that shows an equal amount of objects. So equal means the same. So I need 4 objects here. Now I don't need to try to draw cars. That would be really hard. I could just draw circles. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. I drew 4 circles, and I might count them too just to check. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So these groups are equal. 4 cars and 4 circles. Okay, let's look at my next problem. It says, count the objects in the box. Here's my box. Circle the group of objects that shows an equal amount of objects. Okay, so let's first count the objects in my box. Ready? And these are fancy cars. 1, 2, 3. I counted 3 cars. Okay, then they say circle the group of objects that shows an equal amount of objects. So I have 2 choices. I have this choice or this choice. Well, how many is in this choice? Isn't there just 1 car there? How many is in this choice? 1, 2, 3. So which one is the same, friends? I could circle this one. This would be my answer. And I also could have, remember, connected them. I could have said this car could go to that car could go to that one. And since they all have a match, that also shows that they're equal. Okay, boys and girls, let's do some of these together. We are on page 121. 121, and our first problem says, count the objects. Draw a group of objects that it shows an equal amount of objects. Okay, so these are kind of a silly kind of car where like there's 2 people in them. Okay, so we're gonna first count the objects. Ready? We're gonna cross off when we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. So let's write a 5 there. Then it says, draw a group of objects that shows an equal amount of objects. So they want us an equal amount. So now I need to draw 5. Now we're not going to try and draw these. We could just draw a shape. So we could draw squares. Let's draw squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we could count them to make sure that they match. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are equal groups because this group has 5 and this group has 5. Okay, let's look at our next one. Count the objects in the box. Circle the group of motorcycles that shows an equal amount of objects. Okay, so they first want us to count the objects in the box. So in this box, how many objects do we see? Let's count them. 1, 2. I see 2 objects. Then they want us to circle the group of motorcycles that shows an equal amount. So we have 2 groups here. We have this group and this group. So let's count how many objects are in this group. Ready? 1, 2. Let's count how many objects are in this group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so which group is equal to the ones in the box? We had 2 here, and we have 2 here and 4 here. So which one's equal? This one, because 2 and 2 are equal. We also could have drawn the lines and connected those and connected those. Okay, but 2 and 2 are equal. Okay, boys and girls, you're going to keep practicing these with your teacher and by yourself. Have a good day. Bye-bye.